So I know we said we'd be advancing the plot in this one, but I realized we hadn't gotten to the Hissing Wastes yet, and I do want to at least walk us through each area a little bit before this is over. By the way, we can also see that our trust in Florian is not completely misplaced. She does acknowledge that she wanted to betray us, though, which, quite frankly, we all knew was going to happen. In further good news, protecting Clan Lavellan and Wycombe did go well. As we can see, our clan is now basically in charge of the city. That's pretty friggin' awesome considering how Dalish are viewed in most of Thedas. Another interesting war table mission where we have to bestow a morning challah as kind of recompense for how everything went down that led to the attack that started the Exalted Marches. We're gonna see what happens with that. Stopping the Venatori activity in the west is not technically required to complete the game, but the Venatori suck, and they need to be stopped.
Any luck charting the area?
I did what I could, your worship. This space has nothing but space. If there's nothing valuable here, I say let Corypheus have it.
I'm sure there's something deadly and enchanted and so on underneath all this sand.
I did find something for you. Old dwarven ruins on the surface. Impossible, but there you go. The Red Templars are digging them out, with Venatori supervision.
Whatever they want, we must beat them to it.
I just saw Red Templars heading northwest to here. They might be a good start. I found this map on a dead one. Maybe it shows where they're headed. Good luck.
Wow, that's so much nowhere.
Are those lights in the distance? They may be campfires.
Let's have a look. Must be something here.
A lot of the codexes, most of the codexes really, in this particular area relate to dwarves. And there's a reason for that. Because we're on a mission to find a bunch of dwarven ruins on the surface. Down here is the first tomb that we need to go into. Each tomb has 4 separate pillars. Each pillar has an inscription. You have to light torches on each pillar in the correct order to tell the story. If you fail to light the torches in the correct order, you get a bunch of demons that you have to kill, and then you have to start all over.
Something for our efforts. A burial chamber, I think.
In each chamber, we get some loot. There's usually a mosaic piece, I think. And we also get part of a key that will unlock the last one.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Who's what now?
My family is nobility. I've been in Seeker training since I was 6. I walked with the Divine. I've never considered what I must look like to someone common. I must indeed seem terrifying.
Nah, you're alright. Skip the someone common bit, though. Makes you seem a bit of a shit.
In another Venatori camp, we find a sketch of another tomb, as well as some of their orders. This one is fun because it does make a jab at you being a southern mage. Obviously the text changes depending on if you're a mage or not, but it's fun to read.
That's the last of them here. This would make a good lookout post.
Basically, every time you overtake an enemy camp in the Hissing Wastes, you turn it into your own little post.
It is so dry, my fingertips are peeling.
And here's more Venatori. You'd think that maybe they would find a better way to hide some of their magic, something. Maybe disguise themselves. No.
Are you unharmed? I did not expect so many.
This must have been the Venatori's main camp.
Not anymore.
Where to now?
Come on, we should still find what they were after.
Cassandra, I kill dragons. I think I can handle some magic throwers. This is the second tomb, and no, these are not in any particular order, just the order that I happened to come across them while running around in the sand.
There's the door.
We've got yet another camp up here. Kind of fun thing about this area, unless you specifically put the Veilfire down by attacking something, you'll just carry it with you as you're running around. It does help light the way, it's just kind of funny.
You made quite the impression at the Winter Palace.
When I punched the wall, perhaps.
Not the most distinguished impression, certainly, but given your discomfort, I expected worse.
I did not realize it took so little to exceed your expectations.
Come, my dear, there's no need to be touchy. You will do far better next time.
She has an amazing talent for being both insulting and uplifting at the same time.
Are the Venatori hiding everywhere in this desert?
That was hiding. They're
You are too modest, Cassandra dear. To many, you're a figure of awe. You should make use of that.
I use it in the service of the Inquisition, when I must.
But you don't seem to enjoy it. You really ought to have more fun, darling.
How is manipulating and bullying people supposed to be enjoyable?
I assure you, there are few pleasures comparable to restoring order with one's own hands.
And up here is one of the more annoying tombs. Annoying because the 4 pillars are spread all over the frickin' place.
Completely buried. What now?
The Venatori want these tombs. Let's see if they found another way in.
And look, there's another entrance with more Venatori for us to kill. Yay! So remember how I said that if you light the torches in the wrong order, you get a whole bunch of demons that you have to kill? Yeah, that's about to happen. I screwed up. Do 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 do, and bad.
That wasn't the right solution.
You think?
If anyone's wondering why my health is so low, it's because I have a nasty habit of jumping down ledges instead of carefully, going down the path that we're supposed to go down. It's faster.
All these pieces of metal inside the tombs we found, they make up a key.
What a clever device. Let's find what it unlocks.
Cassandra, were those really all your names, or were you having them on?
Having who on?
At the Winter Palace. Were you having them on, or are you really Cassandra, Allergy, Porter, Philimajig, Pentagast?
I really am. My family is as pretentious as it is large.
How do you remember them all?
I have them stitched into all my clothes.
No way that fits across your breeches.
What is that?
Sounds like... That's a dragon, right?
It is, in fact, a dragon that we'll deal with after the last tomb.
I've never seen a room like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
Yep, we got the epic loot before them. Mwahaha! And now to kill the dragon. If you wanted to skip killing the dragon, either for roleplay reasons or because you just don't want to,
Oh, wow,
you
that's a
can
good
sneak
one.
back past him.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm alive. Really alive.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us.
And back in Crestwood, we're gonna go finally find Judith.
So you're the woman who saved Crestwood from the dead. Watch out for the wyvern in the hills. I'd take his hide if I were better with a bow.
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gauld's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking.
You live here on purpose.
Oh, you know, the fishing's grand.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould, fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
Until later.
Be safe.
I had to port back to Skyhold to reset some resource gathering war table quests, and I took that opportunity to switch out my mount. I have a mighty Avar Warnug. You have no idea how happy that makes me. We are approaching the home of the Wyverns. We've also got some Red Templars up there.
Red Templars ahead.
Be cautious. They look well armed.
After wiping out the camp, this is a note that we find. It's again talking about elven relics. Corypheus and his Templars are really trying to find a lot of elven relics. After running through a little tunnel, we get to the actual Wyverns, who are a lot harder to fight when you're at their level, as opposed to now where we're like 5 levels above them.
Welcome again.
I killed the wyvern up in the cave. The body's yours if you want it.
That I do. Here for your troubles. I hope you can make good use of it.
This is the Emerald Graves dragon, which we're gonna defeat, because that's what we do.
So Leliana's a candidate for Divine. It's hardly surprising. She plays a pretty game.
She is also a woman of strong convictions and great faith.
A statement one could make about any wide-eyed lay sister. The Divine stands apart. She must command respect and attention, or she will accomplish nothing. Which means we have two fine candidates, wouldn't you agree?
The decision rests in the hands of the Grand Clerics.
Such modesty.
The Chantry needs to change, and I would see it done, but if I am chosen, then I pray it is the Maker's will and not ambition that guides me there.
Up here we have the backstory of the unfortunate young woman that we found dead in a river in the Emerald Graves. I kind of wish there was more to this, like being able to go and fight the spirit that has obviously caused all this, but insofar as I know, it ends there. Back in Emprise de Leon, we have a creepy little bit inside a tower. Once you run up the stairs, you can read this diary that talks about how the guy brought a girl home from the Fade Rift and how she does things to him. And he's never been happier, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. And then you come over to the table where there's dead men and an axe. It's kind of creepy. Remember, kids, this is why we don't have sex with demons. It's a bad idea. Back at the war table.
Someone's turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Thank you, Liliana. Yes, I am. They did take the Hala, so that's good. That is it for now. And in the next one, I promise we actually are going to advance the story. I just wanted to wrap some stuff up before we moved forward.